We have a long-awaited showdown here. A matchup of two elite quarterbacks. Might not see a better QB duel all season long. Both guys hoping to use this big stage to display their supremacy. Welcome to Rentschler Field in East Hartford, Connecticut, the home of the UCONN Huskies. As we'll see a playoff team from last year, the East Carolina Pirates, taking on the runner-up from last year's national championship, the UCONN Huskies. For EA Sports, I'm Chris Fowler, joined in the booth by Kirk Herbstreit. Kirk, let's get this thing going. The Pirates will kick this deep to get us going. And from deep in the end zone, he'll bring it out. Solid coverage there. They get it at the 15. That's where the offense will take over. Offense showing a bunch formation now. First play looking to throw it. Quick throw, catch made on the outbound. And the runner scoots out of bounds after gaining some decent yardage. Both sides told us they knew this was going to be a challenge, the biggest test they've had so far this season. Good to see this matchup get off to a good start. Bodes well.
Chris, I'm just excited to see how this game's going to unfold. Both of these teams are going to be so fired up throughout the entire game. I think it's going to be a true test of wills between two teams that have performed as they're destined to be into that postseason at the end of the year.
Catch made on the out route. That's a nice wrap-up there by the junior.
Boy, it's one of the things I love about this running back. It's not just this defense trying to defend him running the football. As you can see here early in this game, trying to get him involved in the passing game. Great call.
To get him down quickly, not much of a gain on that completion. Big moment on the opening drive. They face third down. Quarterback pre-snap adjustments now for this defense. The pass rush closing in. Incomplete. He was hit as he threw the football there on third down.
Man, on your own side of the field, you're playing a risky game here. Third and short. Your goal should just be keep this drive alive the best way you can sometimes is just hand the ball off to your running back and have him get behind that offensive line and go to work. Curious to see what they do now here on this fourth and short.
So the choice to go for it doesn't pan out this time. Out of the shotgun, he hands it off. Run it up the middle, but stuffed for no gain.
Chris, I think we all kind of get caught up in third down. What's an offense doing on third down? But I think what's also important is how well you defend first down. If you can hold your opponents to a short gain or a tackle for a loss, you throw the offense out of whack, and their game plan gets much more challenging to try to come up with that first down.
The Pirates looking to take advantage of this red zone trip. They'll try the right here. Zero running room. Stopped right at the line of scrimmage.
Well, the defensive line does their job eating up those double teams, freeing up the backers to make the play.
And here comes the noise. This crowd is trying to inspire this defense to make a big red zone stop. And they hit him just as he releases the ball. It's incomplete.
Man, he got crushed there, didn't he, Chris? And we know this guy is their superstar. He's their leader. But based on that last play, this offensive line's got to do a better job of recognizing that they got to take care of him.
Makes a quick catch. He's not going to get the first down. It's fourth down now.
Chris, great effort here by this defense to keep him short of the first down. Now they've got a tough decision to make here on this fourth down and short.
The Pirates are on the move here.
Well, these are the kind of situations you practice every week. You got to be able to get a yard. And the offensive line was able to give them just enough push to convert here on the ground. Clearly, they've done this drill before countless times, and it shows.
Trying to get the throw off. And he'll just throw it away to avoid the sack.
Just a misfire here by the quarterback. These are tight windows, man. They open and close so quickly, you got to almost anticipate where you're going to put the ball.
They look to throw it here on second down. But they can't make the connection. Ball's incomplete.
Well, there's 2 straight incompletions now, and it's going to bring up a big 3rd and goal. Remember, don't be afraid to expand that playbook. You don't have to always look to throw the ball, especially after a couple incompletions. Don't be afraid to run the football. Your back can get to the end zone.
Looking for 6. And it's caught. Touchdown, East Carolina.
Well, that's a thing of beauty right there. Good job all around. Offensive line gave the quarterback enough time. Quarterback puts it right on the money. And with this receiver running a route like this, makes it pretty simple. All you have to do is get his head turned around, catch that football. He's already in the end zone for the touchdown.
So they'll try to add to the lead now with a PAT. PAT makes it 7-0. So after putting up the touchdown, the kickoff team is out there to boot it away. Trying to make a play from deep in his end zone. Tackle at the 13. Not great field position to start the drive. Here's the first play of the drive. They'll set up from the 13. On 1st and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. And completion made. Tackle made out of the 24-yard line. Nice play. The drive stays alive with that 1st down completion.
Look at this, Chris. After that big gain and a 1st down, there are
diving grab. What a play by that receiver. Back-to-back chunk plays to begin the drive. The defense on their heels.
Chris, when that quarterback threw that football, I didn't think that play had much of a chance. How about the effort?
Nowhere to go here, and the ball is knocked loose. The defense scoops it up. Inside the 10. Touchdown, Pirates. A huge defensive score. That's a scoop and score. Defense making a monster play there.
Well, his eyes must have gotten so big when he saw that ball pop out, chance to pounce on it, and instead of doing it the more conservative way and just falling on it, he decides to take it to the house for a touchdown, something he'll remember for the rest of his career.
He'll take off from deep in the end zone. He'll be tackled at the 17. Strong job by the coverage team. And the first play of the drive now coming up from the 17. Here we go, folks. One of the most anticipated matchups of the entire regular season. 2 national championship contenders, each ranked in the top 5. Which side can step up and deliver on this big stage? Welcome to Rensselaer Field in East Hartford, Connecticut, the home of the UCONN Huskies. As we'll see a playoff team from last year, the East Carolina Pirates, taking on the runner-up from last year's national championship, the UCONN Huskies. EA Sports College Football, Chris Fowler, joined as always by Kirk Kernstreet. Kirk, let's get right to the action. start us off. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone. So a touchback will start at the 25. And the punting team is on the field. Do they know that it's first down? It's a low punt. Won't travel very far. They couldn't flip the field. They'll down it just outside their own 40. Just underway, and this home crowd is fired up and ready to make a difference today. The pocket breaking down. And he's hit right as he throws it, incomplete.
One way to slow down a very gifted quarterback is to be able to get pressure on him. Right now, the defense coordinator is doing a great job of mixing up the looks, and the defense is winning the line of scrimmage, and I think it's really...
All the way to the end zone. They couldn't catch him. Touchdown, East Carolina.
This guy can do it all. We've seen him go behind coverage and make plays downfield. We can see him catch the ball underneath, just like this. And when he catches a football, he is so dangerous after the catch. This one leads him into the end zone for the 6 points.
Handles the tricky footing, and the PAT is good. I believe they're lining up to attempt an onside kick. On the hands team does their job and secures the recovery.
Chris, I just don't understand the logic here to go for this onside kick so early in the game, but I guess you can appreciate the boldness.
Have you ever seen this? The punting team on the field on first down. And the punt is down just inside the 30. So the East Carolina offense back on the field now. They scored a touchdown on the last possession. Let's see if this defense has been able to come up with some adjustments and stop them this time. Breaks into the clear. At the 30. At the 20. Inside the 10. Touchdown, Pirates. He broke away and they couldn't catch him.
Boy, great job here of finding him again. That's his second touchdown reception in this football game.
With the PAT, they take a 14-0 lead. Kickoff team out there, they are fired up after just scoring a touchdown. UCONN 0. And the return starts just inside the end zone. He's got some daylight turning on the speed. And some blocks. Still going. It's a foot race. All the way for a touchdown. Special teams making a monster play. The returner gets the touchdown, but a bunch of guys contributed that time, Kurt.
Yeah, exactly right. The blocks up front really set the tone to be able to give him his chance. You don't see this happen very often in this game where a guy gets a chance to have a kickoff return for a touchdown. Everything has to be just perfect, and of course, he had the speed to be able to get it all the way to the end zone.
UCONN 6. Got momentum after scoring that touchdown. Now the kickoff team out there to kick it away. They're returning from inside the 10-yard line. They'll be tackled at the 27. That's where the drive will start. East Carolina's offense is back out on the field now. It was a one-play touchdown drive through the air last time. The defense makes some adjustments.
You know, in the era that we live in right now, everybody wants to spread the field around, try to create space, try to create one-on-one matchups, and the defense has countered over the years by trying to play out wide. But here's a great example. The defense has the ability to play wide, but still be solid at the line of scrimmage and not give up big run plays.
Receiver brought down after a short pitch and catch. They find the slot receiver on a drag route that time.
Yeah, you don't really see this very often from a slot receiver on this drag route, but a nice call here, nice little wrinkle. Quarterback does a nice job of waiting for him to clear the traffic and then found him.
Now here he goes. And they get the conversion there. First down now from the 33.
What a pitch and catch by the quarterback and receiver for a big gain for this offense.
The Pirates begin a new series here, 1st and 10. There's the snap. Quarterback setting up the throw. Oh, they trap him for a sack.
There you go, defense. Much better job of affecting the quarterback. This guy's already thrown a couple touchdown passes. That time, no chance at all to get his feet set. Nice job of pressuring him and bringing him down for the sack.
Second down, looking to throw it. Caught quickly. They bring him down after a short gain there. So the offense getting set. This is not where you want to be against this defense. Third and long. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. He escapes the pocket, and he slings it deep back to the left side. And it's hauled in way downfield.
I don't blame the quarterback here. You get to third down with the catch radius that this tight end has, give it to him every single time. Now it's first and goal.
On the ground, trying to punch it in for the score. And he's in for the score. Touchdown, East Carolina. Runner shows toughness and will, refusing to be brought down, ends up in the end zone.
Yeah, that defender had no chance bringing down this ball carrier by himself. That's why you better have a couple defenders, or else you're going to have more touchdowns like this.
So after putting up a touchdown, the kickoff team is out there to boot it away. And he's going to bring this out from a couple yards deep in the end zone. He'll be tackled at the 17. Strong job by the coverage team. And the first play of the drive now coming up from the 17-yard line. Looking to throw it on first down. From the pocket, delivers over the middle. He's brought down quickly. A short gain gets them a few yards closer to the marker. Looking to pass here on second down. Catch made in space. Look out. He's in the clear. Finally brought down to the 20-yard line. A huge gain puts him in great scoring position. So after one enormous play, they're now set up at the opponent's 20-yard line. Receivers now getting some new assignments before the snap. Snapping it from the red zone now. Looking to throw. Makes the catch. Can he get in? They make the tackle there, but a penalty marker is on the field. Let's see what that's about. A mental error by the defense sets the offense up closer now. First and goal. And he keeps it. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2.
You know, a lot of times you see teams go up-tempo when they've got momentum that comes off to a big gain. These guys are struggling, and yet here they go, going back to...
And he's got it! Touchdown, Huskies!
You put 5 wide receivers into a formation that puts so much pressure on the defense. Do you have enough guys that can cover? Quarterback does such a good job of finding the weakness and exploiting it.
Empty backfield now as they go for 2. There's the snap, and he's looking to throw. And he can't hold on right in his hands, and he dropped it. Kickoff team out there, they are fired up after just scoring a touchdown. Fields it inside the 5-yard line. To be tackled at the 17. Strong job by the coverage team. And the first play of the drive now coming up from the 17-yard line. First down, looking to throw the ball. Here's an easy completion to the back out of the backfield. Throws out the stiff arm. Oh, and he heads out of bounds after a really nice gain there.
Boy, nice job here by this offense, creating an opportunity for this receiver to excel after the catch. It's early in this game, so this defense better get their arms around this receiver because he could be a monster today.
Quarterback keeps the football. Defense makes the tackle as the final seconds of this first quarter run out. We've had a good early quarterback duel so far, Kirk. Let's check out the stats. Offense getting set for a second down here to begin the quarter. The linebacker shifting around now. Quarterback looking to pass here on second down. Tries to get it to the running back. Dumps a short throw down to the running back. Defense finally brings him down, but a nice chunk play. The Pirates will have 1st and 10 here. Pre-snap motion from the receiver. Looks right for a quick completion. Finding space at the 20. They bring him down, but the game sets up the offense 1st and goal from the 10.
Chris, this is a great game, but I'm always so impressed with the offensive line because they sell this as much as anything. The quarterback's making the read, trying to figure out if the defense is committed to the run or the pass, and then he's going to go the other direction. He makes the right throw here out to the flat to the right, but the offensive line showing the defense it's a run look is what opens this up eventually for the nice game.
Solid gain puts him in good position for 2nd down and goal. Trying to make it with a quarterback sneak. The tackle is made, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what that's about. Pretty easy call for the head coach. He will accept that penalty, of course. We'll see if the offense can punch it in on 2nd and goal. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2. And this big crowd doing everything possible to inspire this defense down here near the goal line. Looking to throw on 3rd and goal. Intercepted right near the end zone. What a play. Brought down after a short return, but the pick sets up his offense. So it's 1st and 10 inside the 5. How does the coaching staff play this? Do they run the ball to get some breathing room, or will they trust the QB and be more aggressive here? Short completion there. 2nd down coming up. Drops back from the shotgun, looking for an open man. Oh, and he dropped it. You do not see that very often from this guy. He's going to bring up 3rd down. Not going to be easy here. Backed up a long way to go for a 1st down. On 3rd down, he drops to throw, but they don't connect. It's incomplete, and it brings up 4th down.
Boy, it looked like the quarterback had everything that he needed there, had great protection. Receiver ran a nice route, just not able to convert there on that 3rd down. Let's see what their decision is on 4th down coming up.
4th down, looking to throw for it. And he can't connect. The gamble doesn't pay off.
Listen, I get it. I know you trust your offense, and maybe this is something you thought about all week in these situations, but when it's on your side of the field like this, you got to give it a second thought, because now your defense is already playing with their backs against the wall.
And he'll set up to throw. He bought some time, now lets him go. That pass is caught. Brought down at the 3 after the completion. The offense really threatening now.
Boy, tight windows is always down here. They have trust in throwing it. You just have to be smart.
Quarterback wants to throw it on 2nd down. It's intercepted. Tried to fire it into a tight window. Follows the pick with a nice return before finally being brought down.
Boy, we're just here in this 1st half, and this defense is all over it. That's their 2nd interception. Good job of pressuring the quarterback, making him uncomfortable, and forcing the ball into coverage.
Wide open downfield.
The defense is spread all over the field, creating some one-on-one matchups, and the quarterback makes them pay for it.
Drive stays alive with that completion for a 1st down. And the quarterback drops back looking for an open man. Oh, and it's dropped by an excellent defensive player. A chance at a takeaway. Got away from him. Don't see that often. So after the incompletion, it's 2nd down. Here's the snap, looking to throw. Pressure is coming. There's a fumble way behind the line of scrimmage. Able to get the ball back, but it could still be a drive killer. So here comes 3rd and long. Giving up that sack has made this a real challenge for the offense. It's 3rd and long. He drops to throw. The defense stops him short of the marker, so it's 4th down coming up. Offense cranking up the tempo now. No huddle. Trying for a 4th down completion. Looks over the middle, and that's complete. And he's not going to get there. The defense rises up and makes a huge 4th down stop. First play of the drive, they're going to throw the football. It's an out route, the catch made. Tackled, but not before he gets into enemy territory at the 45. That last catch, Kirk, puts him over 150 receiving yards in the game. Let's start checking the record books. This guy's making a push.
Yeah, it really doesn't matter what the defensive coordinator calls, whether they play man, whether they play zone. The quarterback is able to find this guy all day long for such a huge day. Man, and with that completion right there, this quarterback now has gone over 300 yards in this game. What a day.
From inside the red zone, they're looking to throw. Running out of time in the pocket. He picks up 9, so just short of the first down, 2nd and 1. And a quick timeout call by the offense after the play.
Well, that's just being crafty right here by this quarterback. It's not there. You pick up what you can and stay ahead of the chains. And who knows, do this enough, they'll have to start spying on this quarterback, which could open up some passing lanes that weren't there before.
So down here in the red zone, every yard tough to find. Here is a crucial play coming up. Looking for a man. And that pass ball's incomplete. Convert here on 3rd down in the red zone. This is a 4-point type of play, touchdown or field goal. They're going to throw for it on 3rd and short. On the move now. On the run here. Let's it go. It's a fumble. It bounces past the sideline, out of bounds, and they avoid the turnover there.
Boy, the offense has to feel incredibly fortunate that they are able to retain possession. The ball's on the ground. It ends up going out of bounds to give them another play and another opportunity in a game right now that they're trailing. They're looking for at very least a field goal and still can hope for a touchdown.
There's the snap. Looking to throw the ball. Pass caught. Can he get in? And he scores. Touchdown, Pirates.
Oh, man, these guys will not be stopped. Talk about putting up points before halftime and then really putting some distance on the scoreboard. This defense is officially reeling.
So the offense gets momentum, scoring before halftime. Now the kickoff. We'll see if the defense can get a stop and preserve that momentum. Fields it just outside the goal line. He'll be tackled at the 17. Strong job by the coverage team. And the first play of the drive now coming up from the 17-yard line. On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. Snags a quick throw.
Nicely run slant here by the wide receiver. The footwork created just enough separation for the catch.
Finds a receiver in the middle of the field. So a timeout is called to talk strategy. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays before halftime. So the offense looking to be efficient here. Not much time remaining before the end of the half. And looking to throw now on 1st down. Looking for the wideout. Makes the catch downfield. Timeout is called to talk strategy. Time for just 1 or 2 plays here before halftime. Looks like the final play of the half coming up. He'll hand it off. First out and more. He's still running. The timeout is called. Important stage late here in the 2nd quarter. So with only a few seconds left in the half, the field goal unit comes out of the field. it sails right through the middle of the uprights. Solid kick. And that will do it for the first half here. Kevin Connors now has our halftime update. And they'll kick it away now to get this third quarter underway. Return begins inside the 10. And he stopped at the 20, trying to make something happen, but that's good coverage there. So the East Carolina offense back on the field now. They've been able to survive some turnover trouble so far. Let's see if they can clean that up as we get the third quarter going. They bring him down, but a solid game there on first down. Looks to be just inches short of the marker.
Love those positive yards on 1st and 10, and it's not quite a first down. Looks like it'll bring second and inches, but sure does open up the playbook here to be able to open up, maybe take a shot downfield.
Receiver makes the catch. Breaks loose at the 45. Breaks into the clear. Finally brought down to the 13-yard line. An enormous gain puts him in great scoring position.
Well, when the dust settles and the games are over, it's how many big plays did you create and how many did you prevent. This is a huge play for this offense. Now, can they get the ball into the end zone or they have to settle for 3?
Ball handed off. The gain is 3 yards, so 2nd and 7. And the crowd coming to life here, trying to help this defense down in the red zone. Quarterback looking to throw it on 2nd down. Moves out of the pocket. Runner finally brought down, but at the 5-yard line, defense getting pushed back here.
Hey, if you're not going to account for a quarterback, he's going to be smart enough to take off when the opportunity is there.
So here we go, 3rd down. Defense needs to stop here, trying to force a field goal attempt. Quarterback will throw this out of the RPO. Touchdown, East Carolina. Still no answer for this offensive machine.
This receiver is putting on a show today. That is 3 trips to the end zone already. And based on how this defense is playing against him, this may not be the last time we see him in the end zone today.
Oh, and it's batted down by the defense. Great play to deny a touchdown. Got momentum after scoring that touchdown. Now the kickoff team out there to kick it away.
UCONN 15.
He's going to try for a return from a couple of yards deep in the end zone. And the returner is brought down. And UConn's offense is back out there. Quarterback appears to be changing the play. On 1st and 10, looking to throw. Looks to his left and makes the completion. Tackle made at the 24 as they began to put a drive together. A new set of downs after that completion. 1st down, looking to throw the football. Quarterback delivers complete to the right side. And he's brought down after a big 1st down gain. It's 2nd and short. Maybe an opportunity, Kirk, to take a shot here. He'll look to throw it here on 2nd down. And now the ball comes out. A disastrous play from the start. The defense has it, off and running. Touchdown, Pirates. The defense produces 6 points. That is any defender's dream. Comes up with a fumble, takes it back to the house.
I can't believe the speed that this guy has to be able to score. I thought maybe he'd pick it up, maybe go a few yards, but instead he took it all the way to the end zone.
So after putting up the touchdown, the kickoff team is out there to boot it away.
East Carolina 41. UCONN 15.
He's going to bring it out of the end zone from a couple yards deep. He'll be tackled at the 21. That's good work by the coverage team. Here comes the UConn offense back on the field now. Here comes a 1st down pass attempt. Pass not complete, but there was a lot of contact there, and here comes a late flag. And the head coach will decide to accept the penalty and take the yardage. Offense on the move now as that penalty gives them a fresh set of downs. On 1st and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. They give the running back a touch in the pass game. Catch made over the middle. He has first down yardage at the 46. A new set of downs after that completion.
Well, there's no time to sit there and talk to each other as a defense. You give up a big gain for a first down, and already you got to get lined up because here comes the ball again.
The pass is caught. He's brought down, but a solid gain moves the ball across midfield to the 41. Great start for the drive. Back-to-back explosive plays, and now another first down. Looking to throw it on first down. Let's it fly to the wideout. And it's incomplete. The defender arrived the same time as the football, and now it's second down. They misfire on first down, so it's 2nd and 10 from the 41. Looking to throw yet again. And this pass is caught.
Just a good job here by the quarterback. Got the ball out to his receiver. His guy eats up some yards. They stay ahead of the sticks.
Looks like the QB is changing the play at the line. Quarterback drops back, probing the secondary. The pass is off target. He got hit as he threw as the third down pressure worked.
Yeah, see what the quarterback's trying to do here. He's holding on to that football to the last possible second to give that play a chance, but he held it just a little bit too long. The defense is able to hit him to force that incompletion.
The guys up front lined up. It's first down.
Boy, that conversion right there was an absolute dart by the quarterback, hitting his receiver, and the ball comes out that fast to put so...
Fired into a tight window and picked off. Breaks into the open. Now the 40. They'll finally catch him. That's a huge return. They get the takeaway and set the offense up in great position.
Well, throwing in the rain can be very problematic, but an impressive job by this defensive back to come down with this pick regardless.
East Carolina's offense heads back out onto the field now. This group has been rolling up double digits at halftime. They've just built on that lead here in the second half. They'll hand it off. Try to run it up the middle, but get nothing.
Well, that's an excellent effort here by this defense, staying in their run fits. They holding their own at the line and making the tackle. The offense just couldn't get enough of a push to get anything going there.
Second down, they're going to throw it. Took contact on the throw. Catch is made down the middle. They bring him down to the 18. The offense set up in the red zone with a first down. And as we take a break to flip ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the current national rankings. Back at it to start the quarter. Offense getting set to run a first down play. Here comes a handoff.
See, that's how you limit what an offense wants to do. This time, the defense just won the battle up front at the line of scrimmage, not giving up any big plays. Everybody's gap sound, and it's really solid defense on that play.
Second down after that run on the previous play. Here's the snap, looking to throw here. Pass not complete.
Hey, I get the passing of football has had a lot to do with you building up this big lead, but at this point in the game, man, take care of your players, get them out of here healthy, run the football, and get out with a win.
Moving the receiver around pre-snap. Drops back, needing a third down completion here. The receiver grabs it. And he's tackled just short of that first down marker. Good job by the defense. And the coach elects to send out the field goal here. And that one straight down the middle. And they add to their lead. So after building this big lead, they're set to kick it off.
And that one, my gosh, I mean, it's almost too easy. Nice kick.
And it's fielded. Can the returner make something happen here? Solid job by the coverage team. They bring him down at the 16. Here comes the Huskies offense back on the field. They had it going on the last drive, but it ended abruptly with the interception. Let's see what they can do here. Nowhere to run. They'll corral him for no gain.
Well, they keep trying to run the football, and they keep getting dominated at the line of scrimmage. That has been a theme throughout this entire game. We've talked about it earlier in the game. It's not changing at all. They've become one-dimensional, and I think it's allowed this defense to really lock in on that quarterback.
It's an important first down on that running play. The shotgun run call. And the runner brought down right at the 38-yard line.
What a great job to be able to establish some rhythm to an offense. When you can run the football like this, it just opens up the playbook. You can continue to run. You can go to play action. You really keep the defense on their heels when you can run the ball like this. Nice play.
Offense putting together a solid drive. First down at the 46. They'll give it to the running back. They've got him, but he picks up 8 yards. Sets up a nice 2nd and 2.
Another positive run on 1st and 10. You know, it's early on in this drive, but this defense has not shown the ability to stop the run. If I'm the offensive coordinator, I just keep running the football until they prove they can stop it.
Important 2nd down play coming up. Looking for a receiver. He's got it with room to run. They finally stop him. It's a huge gain down to the 23.
Just a good job of spreading the wealth, making sure everybody's getting their touches. When you do that, the defense can't lock in on one guy or two guys. Make them have to be aware of everybody, and allows you to continue to spread the ball around and spread the field, making it tougher for this defense.
Throwing off play action. And it's incomplete. Comes up a little short on that throw.
How about the defense today? They have played so well. I think the defensive coordinator put together a great plan. His kids clearly understood their scheme because they have been aggressive. And
Touchdown, UConn. They couldn't stop him there.
love this never-say-die attitude from this quarterback. He's still slinging it out there. This game's out of reach, but this guy's still putting the ball in the air, and this one's a touchdown.
Catch made on the left side. They give it to him again, but this time he's stopped short. They come up empty on the two-point try. Looks like they're lining up to attempt an onside kick. On the hands team all over that to make the recovery.
Well, they didn't really have much of a choice. Had to go with his onside kick, but as we all know, such a low chance of actually recovering this. It was likely their only option if they wanted to get another shot at trying to get the football back.
Here's the handoff. Stopped right there at the line. No gain.
My gosh, this offensive line's got to do a better job of blocking. The defense was zeroed in on the ball carrier and absolutely nowhere to go for the offense.
Going absolutely nowhere. It'll be a loss of a play. And they don't block the defensive end, who shows some quickness, Kirk, getting around the edge that time.
Yeah, this guy's usually getting around the edge to put pressure on the quarterback, but he reminds everybody here that this guy's a complete package. Not only can he pressure the quarterback, but also he is very, very talented and shows you the physicality he has against the run as well.